Hello, everyone. This is Rick. As Christians, we all know we need to give all ourselves over to Christ. We trust in Him. We commit ourselves to Him. But do we really? This is something we each individually need to reflect on a daily basis. When I was a teenager, I used to meet a good friend of mine. He's my best friend, in fact, at a local restaurant for coffee. He was 25, I was 17. And he was kind of like a big brother to me, and he kept me in line. And we would meet and talk for a couple hours and just visit. And then we'd go our separate ways. Well, one day he called me and asked me to meet him at the restaurant for coffee. And at that time, I had no money. And I said, Look, I'm broke. I can't afford it. He said, Don't worry about it. You just go meet me there. When I get there, I'll pay for it for you. I went, Okay. So I went to the restaurant, sat down. I got a cup of coffee, got his cup ready. The waitress knew us both. She knew the routine. And I sat there waiting for my friend. Well, eventually, as time went on, I began to get worried. He hadn't shown up, and I was getting very doubtful and worrisome. I was wondering what would happen if he doesn't show up. How am I going to pay for this? I don't have the money. I noticed on the table was 50 cents that a previous customer had left for the waitress as a tip. And you guessed it, I pocketed that money just in case, because I didn't know. I trusted him. I knew he would pay for it. He told me he would, but would he really show up? That's what we do with Christ all the time in our lives. Things happen in our lives that's beyond our control. Our lives go in directions or events happen that we start worrying and doubting how we're going to get through it. We say we trust God. We say we trust Christ in us to bring us through and to lead us and to convict us and to warn us and to shield us. But yet when the events happen, we begin to worry. Worry and doubt is the opposite of faith. You cannot have faith when you're in doubt and worrying. Remember the man who brought his daughter to Jesus to have her healed. And he says, Lord, please heal her. Do something if you can. And Jesus said, what do you mean if I can? You got to believe. Don't you believe? And the man suddenly blurted out and cried out in anguish, I do believe, but help my unbelief. That is exactly our attitude when we're in Christ, when doubt and worry creep in. We should cry out in the Spirit, Lord, I believe in you. Help my doubt, help my unbelief. Take away this worry. And it wasn't until after the man said that Jesus healed his daughter. And it's not going to be until we acknowledge that to God that He will take it from us and lead us through the events that we need to get through. If we embrace worry and doubt, our faith, our belief in Christ is going to be an empty shell that will do us no good. Till next time, God bless.